This is Jam Nation.
With Jonesy and Amanda.
Well, our next guest is usually trying to kill Peter Parker in the wildly successful Spider-Man movies as Doc Ock, Dr. Otto Gunther Octavius. Well, now, Alfred Molina is starring in a new series, Three Pines, and he's one of the good guys.
It looks great.
To tell us more, hello, Alfred Molina.
Hello.
Hello.
It's so nice to actually see you in the flesh because for many years I had a doll
You can
of
see
you.
me?
We can see you.
Me?
We can
Oh,
see you,
hi.
fleshish. But so nice to see you. I had a doll in our house of you, well, of Doc Ock. It was in the toy box for many, many years. And your arms...
I wasn't sure where that was going to go.
Not a voodoo doll, you were quite safe. And the vest, your doll had a vest, and when you took the vest off, the arms came off, and then you were just Dr. Octavius. So you were good guy, bad guy, all in one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You know, the nice thing about that doll is that it wasn't very accurate because for the first time, that doll gave me cheekbones and a six-pack, neither of which I've ever possessed.
Go with it.
I was very flattered by that particular doll.
Well, you know, on the weekend I was watching Raiders of the Lost Ark and I didn't realise that you're in the opening scenes in Raiders of the Lost Ark, the guy that gets speared in the head.
That's right. That was
Spoiler
my
alert.
first movie.
Oh,
first
was it?
movie. Yeah.
Wow.
I was 20. How old was I? 25 or something like that. And we my then partner was pregnant with our daughter, and I was working in the theatre in London on like literally union basic. I was at next to nothing, and this movie comes along, and they paid me £1,000 for 2 weeks' work. I was like happy as a pig in shit. I can't tell you, it was amazing. You know, and this was like those days. It was like 1980.
Yeah.
You know, £1,000 was a nice chunk of change for 2 weeks' work. And I've thanked Steven Spielberg publicly and privately for that. It was the start of everything for me. So I have a very fond memory and very fond connections with that movie.
And then the makeup was it? Well, obviously there was a prosthetic head that got speared through.
No.
Oh yeah, it was
so
yeah. We
method.
did this. They made a plaster cast of my whole body because they weren't quite sure how much of it they were going to use. And this was in the days before. Now they use this special epoxy thing, which is very light. It's the same sort of thing that they use to make dental imprints. You know, but in those days it was papier mâché. It was like literally strips of paper covered in kind of this gloopy sort of stuff. And when it dried, it weighed a ton. And it was and when they did your face, it was the most horrible feeling because it really felt like you were kind of. Your face was being squashed, and they put 2 straws up your nose so you could breathe. It took all day. It was the most horrible experience. It took all day, but I braved it out, but I hated it. But now it's like it takes about 10 minutes now.
It's amazing. And look and now you're doing Three Pines, which is fantastic.
It is brilliant. Tell us about your character in Three Pines.
Well, my head doesn't get cut off in this one.
No.
Not yet anyway.
Wow.
No, it's Three Pines. It's as I'm sure you know, it's based on a series of books by Louise Penny, and this is a writer with a global reach. I mean, I think her books have been translated into like 12 languages, maybe more. It was this came along at a time when. At the right time for me personally, but also at a time when, we are going through or seem to be going through a kind of golden age of TV, as movies become more and more, bifurcated, as it were. You're either making big tentpole movies that cost $300 million to make, or you're making small little independent films that 10 people in a garage see, and there's this huge vacuum, and it's being filled by incredibly talented people. When you think Martin Scorsese's making television films, and you think, well, there's an amazing amount of talent now involved in TV. I remember a time when TV was where actors went to die, where careers went to die. It was rather frowned upon and not taken very seriously.
Well, I heard a promo the other day and it said Sylvester Stallone in his first major TV role. And there was a time when it used to be reversed around. It used to be, Sylvester Stallone in his first movie role. That was the big thing.
That's right. And I think it's not just a testament to the quality of the work that's going on in TV. It's also I think what's happened is that there's an acceptance now that work on television is a valid art form, you know. And also, when you think about it, I don't know about you guys, but for a lot of people, your TV screen is pretty big now. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, people have got surround sound, and so watching TV is in itself much more of a cinematic experience, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, our viewing habits are very different. I think that's playing out here too. Well, this looks absolutely incredible, and I'm hoping this is the first of many of these books that then make it to the screen.
I hope so too. This could be my pension.
This could be without any paper mache or plaster of Paris or anything.
That's right.
Like
Straws up your nose for fun.
No extracurricular activities involved.
There's no dicking around. It's just happening.
You said it, not me.
Well, we want to see more of it. It's fantastic. Three Pines is streaming December 2nd on Amazon Prime Video. Alfred Molina, thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're most welcome. Thanks for the interest. I appreciate it.
Nice to talk to you. Thank you.
Take care.